Welcome to Between Two Screens. So tell me, where are you?
I'm in my backyard in Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah, so this is totally new for you working remotely, right?
I work from everywhere, so I travel a lot. I'm used to working. I already had the system in place. Kind of an easy transition.
Have you found it difficult or easy to keep the team motivated?
Yeah, so we have a lot of FaceTime calls, like we'll wear wigs. Last week, Gracie was in a full-on lamb costume, which was hysterical. So a lot of face-to-face and sending out jokes and memes.
It's 4:20, so in 2 hours and 13 minutes, all your staff's just going to be lighting up joints. And are you binge watching anything on Netflix right now?
Oh, I am. Good Girls. I'm a mother. So that is like the alter ego of moms.
Tell me about growing up and whether you always wanted to be a designer or something you came to a little later at some point in your growing up.
I have a minor in biology. I went to school pre-med, definitely was going to be a pediatrician. Aced all my classes in college. My father's a physician, so he was really excited about that. And then I was just not happy, and my mom really wanted me to be happy. They were building a house at the time in Destin, and they had to go out of the country for fun. And so they left me the whole summer. And I was in summer school, and then I would go home to babysit the house being built. And I would mark up the architect's drawings and send them back and give them ideas. So he was like, "Your daughter's in architecture, right? Architecture major?" They're both like, "No, she's pre-med all the way." And so he said, "She's in the wrong field." And I thought, I don't want to start over in architecture because that's a whole big lot after you've just been in 2 years of biology, bio 2, organic chemistry. So I went interior design. It was really definitely challenging. I went to Florida State, challenging program. Still have no idea why they let me in. I had no prereqs. And they were kind enough to get me in. It was a 18% acceptance rate. You have like 30 kids in a class, and I fell in love.
Nice. And I know you've been doing it for over 2 decades. Doesn't look like it, but LinkedIn doesn't lie. Can you see interior design firms moving to fully remote?
I can't. Some of it, yes, but really we're creatures of nature. We love each other. We love textures. You have to feel and touch everything. While I'm trying to work with someone else, we have to be touching the same material at the same time. Like, it's a little more personal connection to be able to create the beautiful process and progress of the project. So I feel like, yes, for some of it, but definitely not all.
So about V Starr specifically, where I know you're a principal there, what makes V Starr unique?
There's so many things. So the owner has another life, Venus Williams, and she has her professional tennis career, which I call her day job. And then she has us, and it's really unique to have that element working together and working around her schedule. We also have such a tight-knit team, which I know a lot of design firms have. I treat them more like family than staff or employees. I think that's unique, and that we're in a warehouse and we are housed with Venus's athletic apparel collection. So we see that design process going on, and we're able to be inspired by fabric trends, and they're 2 years out. I think that's really a unique aspect of it.
What does having a pro athlete bring to the table from an interior design perspective?
It's tricky. I'll be honest. Everyone says like, "Oh, that must be amazing. You can get whatever you want." They just see her as a pro athlete. So having people take us seriously has sometimes been a challenge in the design world, even though our whole team is a great group of professional designers. And the benefit, though, is being able to get in the room. Sometimes it can be challenging because you get in the meeting and then all they want is a picture with Venus. And then you realize like, oh, they didn't really take us seriously. Sometimes it can open a door and then you have to prove yourself, which you would have to do anyway.
For sure. Do you and Venus have similar design aesthetics?
I don't think so, which is great. I guess we're both kind of eclectic and just love what we love. We're very personal to our tastes.
I'm always fascinated by kind of successful business partnerships because my business partner and I have a great working relationship, but we are totally yin and yang. And I'm always curious to hear, what works well for the dynamics of different business partnerships.
So I have that relationship with Venus. we're different and unique people. And I'm obviously, since I was a biology major, you can imagine I'm a little more type A.
Mhm.
And then she's like tennis and travel. And so
Right.
she's constantly all over the place. And I don't know when she sleeps really.
I'm partnering with Venus Williams. I have to guess people are wonder if you've ever played tennis with her.
I haven't because I would just duck.
So are you also on the business development side?
Yes. So
Okay,
I do a
so
lot of the runarounds and
yeah,
speaking to clients and face to face.
from a business development perspective, how has working from home or being remote affected that outreach?
Just touching base with people that you've met in the past, seeing how they're doing. It's really a personal connection now. It's
Mhm.
less business and it's really like, how are you doing? Like, how is your company? How can I help you? Working with current clients and how are your projects and working with them as a partner more than just, a leg.
I know you do some hospitality, you do other lifestyle work. You do some multifamily as well?
Yes, we do a lot of multifamily as well. And those, they're maintaining, but they're watching the market very closely because you can imagine a lot of them are market rate rentals. A lot of them have been laid off.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that look like and how fast is that going to pick back up? That affects the choices that they're making and where they're putting their money first and in what areas of the country because we're all over the country. So that's been interesting to see. I know hospitality was like a quick put the brakes on for obvious reasons, but other projects are taking it as an opportunity to ramp up renovations. Let's do it now because we're closed anyway. We're losing the money regardless.
You never think that there could be like a recession in one city, not another, but now we have construction stopping in one city, but continuing in other cities. So having that diversity in your client base is coming now, in your favor.
The diversity in every part of it. I mean, we have school projects. We have projects we're doing with the city. We have multifamily. So all of them are doing something different.
Definitely. Well, good job with the development over the past,
Hey.
year or two. Just a way to get to know you better, ask you a couple of more personal questions.
Got it.
The meat and potatoes. Favorite band?
My gosh. So I'm one of those crazy people. I listen to everything except country music. I'd say
Okay.
all-time favorite is probably the Beatles.
Do you have a favorite Beatles album or a Beatles song?
Blackbird.
Good choice. How about a book or author that you've read multiple times or that you recommend others to read?
Well, Max Lucado, I really like a lot of his books. And recently, I think I gave out so many of You Are Special. Anne Frank's my all-time fave because I could read it 800 times. It teaches empathy and respect and humanity and perseverance.
A go-to drink at a bar?
Paloma.
What was it?
I know that might be cliche right now, but I mean, it's got to be my favorite right now at this moment.
Great.
I tried them all this weekend just to make sure that was my favorite.
And do you speak a foreign language?
Portuguese, a little Italian, some German, but I kind of lost it all, and some Spanish. I wanted at one point to join the UN and learn like every language known to man. That didn't happen.
On that topic, do you have a bucket list travel destination?
I want to go everywhere. I want to go back to New Zealand because that was my favorite. Tahiti, India, anywhere near the water. And then India, Marrakesh.
Is there anything around you that you have had either for many years or for a short period of time that is meaningful to you, that is a source of inspiration that you would share with us?
So my wedding band, which is irreplaceable, and we go to a lake and we're kayaking. I lose it. I'm pulling up the kayak on the lift and it drops off my finger and I see it drop, right? I see it going down, but it's a lake, so it's really mucky at the bottom. So we immediately jump in this filthy, mucky water and start searching for the ring, and we realize like it's in the muck. It's done. So we're looking everywhere. We can't replace it. We sleep on it. Again, I'm like a total train wreck. We find online this thing called ringfinders.com. This is a great tip for everyone. It's around the country and it sets you up with someone in your area that has a metal detector and knows how to use it. And then they'll come make a deal with you. So you tell them what you have and the value, and then you negotiate a price for them to find it. Whatever else they find, they keep, but your item belongs to you for X amount of money. This guy, we looked for an hour, he looked for 2.5 hours. And he finally found it. We gave him like 3 times the amount agreed upon. I was so happy.
Well, thanks for joining me on Between Two Screens. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
If folks want to find you on Instagram and find V Starr online, where should they go?
V Starr on Instagram. It says V Starr Interiors. It's a little circle star. And then mine is Sonya Designs. Thanks.
Cool. Thanks again.
Bye.